going to the State House? You surrender. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to read you a story. Can you all hear me all right? And you made ornaments, is that right? Very good. Did you put them on the tree all right? Yeah! Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yes. Well, I'm about to tell you all about it. The name of this book is The Night Before Christmas. You know, anybody who's read this book? Who knows this story? Okay, so don't give it away, okay? All right, everybody, listen carefully. It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Is that right? Who knows who St. Nicholas is? Who's St. Nicholas? Okay. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, with visions of sugar plums, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. You see them all snuggled in their beds? And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clamor, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. You guys see? I don't think that's a throw up. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Can you see him? Right? Can you see him? Can you see him? You see him? You see him? You see him? Then ask Santa. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer, now Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. He's talking to his reindeer. It's because I have this thing on. I don't usually sound like this. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. I do like my voice. See him? Where did I get that? Somebody upstairs gave it to me. I was tiny. He was dressed all in fur from his head. Are you enjoying this? He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. a bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. See? How about that beard, huh? He does look like a toy, doesn't he? His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, and filled all the stockings, and filled all the stockings. Everybody, hello. Then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger, I'm going to show you that. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney, he what? He rose. Can you do that? What happens if you put your finger on the side of your nose? Do you go up the chimney? Can you do that? I have to try that sometime. You can do that too? He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Well, you guys are great. Thank you for being here today. You want to go outside and light the big Christmas tree? Who has coats? They have coats? Maybe you should put those on before we go out, you think? Yeah!